What do you see as the move forward? There was a report on CNN earlier this morning that said there are whispers from the White House that they might now readdress the health care. I mean, is it, as the president said on Friday when he spent 10 minutes talking about this, that the Democrats need to come on board? And do you think that that is a feasible game plan?
Well, the president wants to get something passed. I'm not sure that I don't believe the answer is to get the Democrats on board, but the president wants to get the Democrats on board. And if we get another bill, which I don't think we're going to do, it's going to be much more accommodating to the Democrats. And that's a mistake. It'll be less conservative because the conservatives, the Freedom Caucus, is not going to support any bill except a pure bill, and that is never going to happen. So the president wants to try to move the country forward, and now he has to work with Democrats. That's very unfortunate. Republicans are in charge. We have the majority. We can set the rules. We can make the legislation like we want it. And now we have a situation where we're really failing to lead, continue to say no, and that's unfortunate.
Congressman, let me play devil's advocate here, and I don't know if this is what most of the Freedom Caucus members were saying, but you guys did put, I mean, the whole House did put a bill, and then eventually, I believe, the Senate put a bill on the President Obama's desk, which he vetoed. And a lot of people in the Republican caucus, again, I don't know if they were Freedom Caucus members, they might have been, some of them, said, why don't we just pass that bill, a bill we've passed before? Is that a valid argument?
Well, sure. And here's what happened. That was the original plan, to repeal Obamacare. And then those same people were saying, no, we can't repeal Obamacare unless we have a replacement because too many people get dropped off of coverage. So we have to have a merger. So let's put a replacement bill in there. Okay, then we put a replacement bill in there, and those same people are complaining. Now you have a replacement bill. So they were never going to be satisfied. The bill really did repeal Obamacare. It just started a replacement process. And so I think there were obstructionists, and they were somewhat, my opinion, some people were not very, they were disingenuous about voting for it because it actually was going to count this time. And so that's the reason that I left the caucus, was because they were always going to say no, even if there was a replacement,
right,
even if there was no replacement.